You need to build up resistance.
Make no treaty with them! And show them no mercy.
Far Cry 5 is the most socially relevant game in the series yet. This is the first time Ubisoft has brought the open world franchise to America, specifically to the wilderness of Montana. But it's more than just another free-for-all shooter. The game is really a statement on the increasing influence of violent religious extremism in the US, and the need for good people to take a stand against them. It puts you in the shoes of a rookie cop who's sent to arrest Joseph Seed, the head of a dangerous cult called the Project at Eden's Gate. They're heavily armed, fanatical about their devotion to their leader, also known as the Father, and are quickly taking over more territory. As you'd expect, your plans to arrest Seed quickly go off the rails. You end up becoming part of a resistance movement whose goal is to take down the cult by going after Joseph Seed and the rest of his family. Like every Far Cry game, you've got a huge world to explore, and you're free to go about your objectives however you like. This time though, there's a resistance meter, which tracks your progress throughout the game's several regions. You can build up the influence of the resistance by saving captured citizens, destroying Eden's Gate structures, completing missions, and liberating outposts from cultists. You can also team up with allies throughout the game, each of which bring different skills to every fight. There's even a dog named Boomer that can retrieve animals that you hunt and attack enemies for you. And yes, you can pet him on demand. As is typical for a Far Cry title, the game looks gorgeous, with vast environments that capture Montana's natural beauty. Thankfully, the developers at Ubisoft also made the gameplay more organic. Instead of climbing towers to find things to do, you actually have to seek out and talk to people. You can read into that what you will. Like the entire game, it seems like a metaphor for something all of America needs to do to move forward as a society. During my playtime with the game, I got to explore the outdoor environment and take down some stray enemies. With the help of an ally, I also cleared out a huge cultist base. Doing so took several tries, but the beauty of Far Cry is that you've got multiple ways to solve every problem. For me, going stealthy with a bow and arrow was best. Ubisoft also worked with Mia Donovan, an expert on cults and fringe groups, who helped add a layer of authenticity to Eden's Gate. The game explores why seemingly normal people would be seduced by dangerous organizations, and at points you'll get a first-hand look at how that process works. While Far Cry 5 is ultimately just a piece of pop culture entertainment, I'm fascinated by how much Ubisoft Montreal is leaning into such a socially relevant story. Of course, you could just play it like any other game in the series, but it's hard to ignore the subtext. It's a game about the resistance, fighting to save America.